Hello. Okay, so this is a follow-up video to the one that I posted about how to manifest anything with Dr. Joe Dispenza techniques, where I actually describe his method. Someone commented in the comments that they asked me if I could go a little bit deeper on the visualization techniques and how to become energy during your meditation. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper on that because it's really important to understand that visualization is a skill. Everyone can visualize. It's just a matter of opening up your third eye, which is in the energetic world of visualization, being able to see through illusion and manifest. And when we are talking about skills in visualization, this will come with time. It will come with time. We don't all have the ability currently right now to get so particular in designing our visualization in life with like textures and all of that. How we visualize is very different for a lot of people. Some people visualize in great amount of detail, which again can be developed with time and patience and attention to that skill. Other people are visualizing in the sense of more so in images and maybe feelings and maybe colors, but the actual detail is not there yet, and that's totally okay. So I do want to make it clear that everyone has the capacity and ability to hone in on their visualization skills. I'm saying this from personal experience. When I first started in visualization during just in my meditation practice, I was not able to see anything. Truthfully, like just not able to see anything. I would find it so difficult to visualize my life or even visualize myself in it in a dream state or anything like that. Even my dreams were not that vivid. And then with time, I just developed this skill to be able to visualize with clearer detail through my meditation practice on honing in on that skill. And with time, I'm talking this took me years and devotion to meditation for me to be able to decalcify my third eye, open it up, and also just hone in on my skills in visualization. I also think that for myself, me looking at inspiration of photos, so I love to like scroll on Pinterest and look at, dream homes, dream life. I love to watch videos on YouTube about travel and dream homes and dream life. So with time, I was able to kind of like put together all of the pieces of what I want. So it's a skill to visualize your life, and it's also a skill to build up the ability to open up yourself to visualization as a practice. So once again, know that it takes time, know that it takes practice. You can draw inspiration from others, so spend some time looking on Pinterest and getting some interest, watching videos of others, for example, here right now, and just really becoming mindful of your day to day. Like I see this insanely beautiful tree in front of me that has beautiful colors and designs in it. So perhaps that plant can be involved in my next meditation and visualization of me visualizing a jungle house. So this is techniques on how to amplify your visualization and develop the skill. Also, I think just becoming more open in creativity, like painting, drawing, creation with hands. I do a lot, and not only just like it's great to be in person of like pottery, drawing, sketching, coloring, diary, like pen to paper is amazing. But I also do a lot of creation on web. Like I do a lot of Canva creations, I design websites. So like the creativity is flowing. However, I didn't used to think of myself as a creative person. This is something that I just had to step into and unlock. So perhaps there is a blockage within yourself that is not allowing you to step into the visualization and visualizer and creator that you can be, because you're telling yourself, I'm not good at that. I can't do it. I don't have the techniques. It's just not what I do. Like, throw it all out the window. Start opening up your creativity. Start drawing, get off your phone and consuming and start creating. And then practice in meditation your skills towards visualization. which is drawing inspiration from life, from others, from good sources, positive sources online like Pinterest, and implementing that into your visualization techniques. Because what we see can be created. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of inspiration, but it does take a lot of devotion to practice. Okay, so that's just one thing on visualization. When we are talking about visualization in the form of manifestation, specifically with Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, like I touched on in my other videos, when I was visualizing the dome that I was creating, someone asked me, did you visualize it in first person or third person? Which I thought was a great question. So I visualized it from both first person and third person. Majority of it was first person. Like I visualized myself waking up out of this bed, feeling the sheets, as many textures and sensations I could add to this visualization. I'm not only touching on visual sense, I'm talking, sense, smells, sight, hearing, feelings, physical touch. All of these sensations adds to the dimension of creating this reality from 3D to 5D, So it gives it life. So when I was creating this visualization, if you watch my dome video and the loft video, which is right here, when I was creating this visualization, I was imagining it fully from the perspective of me, myself. I woke up in this bed. I looked around, I scanned, and I saw exactly what was in this room. I felt the sheets on my skin. I breathed the air that I knew was fresh and in this open, beautiful place. I felt gratitude. I took a deep breath in this visualization, and I walked. I felt my feet walking on the earth in this dome, in this loft. I walked down the stairs. I visualized the color of the kitchen. I thought to myself, I can't wait to enjoy and make a cup of coffee in this kitchen. I'm so grateful that this is mine and I can do this right here, right now. Wow, what gratitude. All of this was part of my visualization. And then from the kitchen, I visualized myself making a coffee, drinking it, sipping, loving it in purity, and just being so grateful. And then walking over to the kitchen all the way over and visualizing this loungy area and the view after it with the sauna and the cold plunge and me walking through this. This was a full visualization in the sense of I was merely just this walking avatar experiencing this life. It was virtual reality in a way, and as much amount of detail I could add, and this was over the course of time. I want to be clear that this manifestation started as me just visualizing what it was in the loft, me waking up in the room, and then every time I went back into this visualization, I would add in more detail, such as I then started hey, you know what? I don't just want to wake up in a loft. I want to wake up in a loft that has a chair and a loungy area. And then I go down this spiral staircase and then I would add the color of the kitchen that I wanted. And then I would add more plants. So it was this visualization room that I would go into over and over again and continuously add in more detail and add in more textures, more color, more specifics of what I wanted. And I revisited this visualization over and over again. Over and over again. I was obsessed with this visualization in the loft. Every time I closed my eyes, I just imagined this visualization. It was so potent for me. It was so potent. So I continuously went back to it. And I meditated quite a bit. When I'm in the sauna, I meditate. I take that time before bed, my eyes are closed. I was visualizing it in my dreams. It was such a clear and potent meditation and visualization that every single time I went back, I would just add in more detail. So this is what I mean when I say it's the game of Sims, because I'm talking about customization, being the interior designer, the architect. You just continuously go back into that meditation, into that visualization, and feel start with just a basic layout of, we're talking about a dream home, right? So let's talk about a dream home. Start with a basic layout And then go back in and add in the feelings that you would feel, which is the most important part. If you haven't gone back into my other videos, please watch those and this one as well. But as you know, if you watch my other videos, enhanced emotion and energetic charge is the most important. So you want to never skip that layer of what it feels like to be in this meditation and this visualization. That's the most important part besides the details of everything. You have to charge it with emotion and feeling, of high caliber emotions and feelings that positively charge. So you go back in and you add in that layer of feeling. You go back in and you add in all these details, like, oh, actually, you know what? I don't want a loft. I want it to be an open concept room, this huge, massive house with a sunken living room. I change it. You can, So it's evolving because you're going back into this meditation and visualization and adding in things that you want or don't want or really, really focused on, and then you charge it with that vibration and that emotion. So that is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how to visualize. First off, open your creativity. Stop telling yourself you're not creative and you can't do this and you're not a good visualizer. Drop it. You are. We all are. We're literally born to visualize and born to dream. What is the dream world, we are imaginative, open, creative beings. It's who we are. So you must accept that and stop telling yourself you're not. And then act in accordance to creativity. Start journaling, start drawing, start writing, start creating, start potterying. I don't know. Do something that is creative, that begins to unlock this creative potential within you. And then when your meditations, know that it's a practice. Know that visualization is a skill that is worked on. And start looking and drawing inspiration from life. And then you add that into your meditations and into your visualizations. And you revisit that visualization over and over again, adding in more detail and more customization. Because again, you are the architect, you are the creator, you are the designer, you are everything. And then charge it with positive emotions that vibrate at such a high level. It cannot be denied, requested. It has to be answered by the universe because you love it so much. You desire it so much. You feel the most amount of joy and happiness when you're in this that it cannot be denied by the universe to be gifted to you. Okay, so that is how you visualize. And that is personally how I like to visualize. There's many techniques. This is just something that I have received while doing Dr. Joe's work personally, and this has been the strongest visualization practice I've ever had because of Dr. Joe's work and because of him elevating this manifestation within me and creator within me. So thank you, Dr. Joe, and also thank you to myself for being the creator and being open to visualization. Okay, so I hope that has provided a little bit more insight on how to visualize. My camera's going to die, so I'm going to do a separate video on raising and becoming energy because that was also requested. So we'll dive into that again. And if you have any more questions, continue posting them. I love answering them and creating videos to share more. Thank you, thank you, thank you.